people, welcome to the channel, and again here with No Man's Sky, this really awesome, beautiful game that I keep enjoying. I know that a lot of you guys love Star Citizen and the graphics and so on. Honestly, give this thing a try. It's changed a lot since what you saw maybe from it years ago. Ships keep getting better, more interesting, more cool stuff. Usually the general feeling is that it's more cartoonish. Well, you really have to question that somehow now, because water, graphics, everything is looking fantastic here. Now, one of the features I like the most about the game is that you have easy accessibility to a number of ships, right? Especially these ones, these exotic ships. Now, exotics, as the name implies, they're a lot more rare. You don't see them all that often. It takes some time, but there are a number of them. These are just a few examples, right? This one here, all of these are all exotics, and it could be like a little ball, different colors. It could have like these, like sort of a spear going on there, something like this. The animation, let me bring one of those over there, and so as to claim it, you don't have to do anything. You just have to, kind of like so. You just go into your menu. You can only have up to 12 ships, so you want to get a little bit picky eventually, but it just shows up like so. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty badass. Yeah, so they will usually have like a little bit of a ball thing going on, and on the inside you have a ship that, well, let me just show you. The ship interior is, you have good visibility from the inside. It's really not all that bad. I don't remember if it changes from one to the other. Let me show you on this one. Yeah, you can like take off in this thing. These are some of the more nimble ships you have, right? And they fly quite nicely. Let me show you. Yeah, maybe this one. A little bit of a... Whoa! A little bit closer to the water there. They are quite fast. They are pretty nice in the speed. This game keeps looking better and better and better. It's just so rewarding what you get out of it. Yeah, so these would be some of the more common shapes you have. A little bit more. Yeah, that's my robot. That's how you're supposed to make a mecha, right? And you can go inside this guy too. You can be in there, just use it as a proper monster with its own jets. I've never gone underwater with this thing. Let me check that out, how it's supposed to be. Well, it's so damn gigantic that you're not much underwater, are you? Oh, there you go. What if I leave? What if I get... Oh, there you go. Yeah, just leave it there. Yeah, this is a nice planet overall. You have nice water, you have nice... it's a paradise planet with kind of like the perfect weather overall. But what about these exotic ships, these rare ships? Well, a few things about them. First, you find them just waiting around. You can come across them waiting in any of the stations, either on the space station or in one of um, the one of the many settlements in which you have people just coming by. You just wait until you see them. Oh, that thing is not looking at me nicely. Oh, there you go. So you just wait either in space stations, in spaceports, or in any kind of settlement. You just wait until you see one of these drop by, and when you see it, you can buy it from whoever is flying it. Just like with any other spaceship that you see and like, you approach the pilot that is next to it, you talk with him, and you can buy it. So that's one of the options. The other option is you finding it from one of the many missions. Maybe you just found the ship broken on the surface of the planet, or you just got a location from an emergency beacon that the ship had crashed. This one, for example, I found in a crashed site, and as you see, all of this is broken and I need to repair it. So that's a fun little project on its own. Now the cool thing about it is that all of the exotics, they're all S-class, meaning all of the exotics, they will have very high stats in terms of damage, shield, maneuverability, the hyperdrive. All of these will usually be very, very good. So let's take this one for example. Right, so it's gonna be, this one for example is much better. And yeah, I upgraded this one quite a bit, but the white stuff, that's the starting point. That's the baseline with which you start out. This one had also a pretty good one. Let me check that out. Kind of hyperdrive is a little bit terrible there. This big old ball with wings, again, kind of not so great. Hyperdrive. So yeah, this little golden one seems to be the best of the bunch, of the, at least the ones I have. But hey, it's always fun. Whenever you see something that you like, something that is very cool, you cannot make these. I actually built my own ship. Let me actually bring it down, given that everything is so simple and so easy. This would be another one. This is another one that's kind of rare. Let me put that one on the side there. So this one is another weird one. It's like a giant squid. I think this also goes as exotic. It's a weird ass ship. It's not the living ship. You have one that's an actual living creature. No, this one kind of looks weird. And again, these will also be S-class. Pretty nice stats in general. But again, these are the ones, the exotic ones you come across. Now you can also make your own ship in stations if you have the components for it. And actually made myself this one. Where is the thing? So yeah, this one I actually made myself. You can change the colors, you can use different wings and engines, and the looks of it, you can make it your own any way you want. That's also... And again, these are all single seaters, so you just teleport on the inside. Of course, you can take a look from... Yeah, it's getting a little bit crowded, but from the interior, you can look around. Yeah, and actually properly do that. You know, you holding Alt down, you can look around a little bit on what's going on in here. And this one is a nice looking ship. I think it looks pretty badass, man. I think it's with all of that metal shiny stuff there, I think it's pretty good. And it's quite maneuverable. I mean, it's not an S-class. Well, actually, yes, it is an S-class, right? Let me check. Yeah, it's an S-class, but hyperdrive, terrible. It's nowhere near as good as the exotics. The exotics are always better. If you're looking for one of the best ships in games, it's gonna be an exotic. Exotics are always the way to go if you want like top of the line, best in terms of the stats you're getting. Yeah, super forgiving. You don't have to worry. I mean, it is space age kind of stuff, so why shouldn't it be? And then you have stuff like the solar ships. These solar ships, yeah, I landed like hell there. But when you get nice and close, you see all of the details. It's a pretty detailed ship on the outside. The solar one, yeah, let me show you that one, because the solar is one of the coolest ships. These are newer ships, and the solar usually has very nice stats in terms of the hyperdrive. This one not in particular, but usually they do quite nicely in their range. This is an A class, so I mostly got this one because of the looks. I love the way this thing looks. Let me just bring it out. So the animation for this thing is pretty awesome. And once you're going into, and it's quite agile as well. Solar are one of my favorite styles of ships. Once you go into hyperdrive, you get the solar sails displayed. It's a very nice, cool animation. Hell, while we're at it, let me show you what I mean. Again, this is not Star Citizen. You're not tortured here. You're constantly being rewarded. So when you go out of atmosphere, it displays those sails, right? And now when you go into like quantum drive, when you zoom in, those are used. And then when you go back into atmosphere, right, you get closer, it brings those things in. It has to become more of a, yeah, more of a standard flying ship. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that at least on the exterior, this looks super neat, super cool, very badass, very cool looking. And yeah, in terms of other ships, who knows what's gonna come up next? It's this is not Star Citizen. This is always improving, always getting better. It's such a rewarding feeling that you get from this thing. And flying around, I like how when you go like close to water, you have that like that spray thing going on. Yeah, that's very nice. Anyway, folks, that's gonna be all for now. Just showing you around a little bit of the more interesting ships in the game. And that's not even getting into the more unique stuff that you can earn. Yes, that word. The ships you can earn by doing expedition missions. You know, the ones that are more involved, the ones that take maybe even several days. And when you see someone flying around those ones, you know that that guy achieved at some point something cool. Anyway, that's gonna be all. Let's park right here and go back to business. Take care. See you next time.